Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that.
Do you miss boxing? And if you came back, who would you fight? Most days I don't miss it. I'm very content doing what I'm doing in life right now. Who would you fight? That's the problem. You know, it's a lot of names out there, but it's not a lot of names that make sense, you know. But it's one name that I've brought up before that when you say that name, I can see myself fighting him. Present day, today. If the business was right and if, you know, everything was right on that front, me and Anthony Joshua. That's a fight that I would take at Wembley Stadium. It's a dangerous fight for my legacy. It's a dangerous fight across the board. And but that's a fight that would get me in the gym and get me in the mindset that I need to be in to go to war. It's Anthony Joshua. And I know you're getting ready to, you know, fight Jake Paul. It looks like that's where it's going. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a real fight.
Hey, what it do? Still with the camp, sound like a lab big boss, K-Po, talk boxing, fuck wrestling. Sometimes don't lag. Good people doing an officer. Cut them if I like me matter. Peak game metaphors of what's fun. We tape it up, we paper it up today. The boy sleepy. You know, I've been staying up late, man. Me and my wife be up watching movies, watching TV show, watching Martin, watching Dave Chappelle, watching the Wayans brothers. You know, we be up laughing, bro. You know, that's a good thing. When you get your woman, man, you stay up with her, man, y'all laugh. You know you got a good woman when y'all can just laugh a lot of the time. You know what I'm talking about? You know, me and her just be up laughing, just dying laughing. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about Andre Ward. Did like a little live and he said that basically like if he was to come back and box, he said he's very content where he is right now in his career. But he said if he was to come back, the only fight he'll come back to fight is Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua! He said, man, we've called him out before. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, so this ain't nothing new. You know, we ain't trying to ride no wave. Pause. He like, look, I just, that's the fight I would want. He says it's a very dangerous fight, but that's the only fight that I would come back to fight. Now, he ain't capping, because he did say before he retired that he wanted to fight Anthony Joshua. He wanted to challenge himself. He wanted to, you know, try to go be great. And but this was like right before he retired. He was thinking about fighting Anthony Joshua. So the fact that he still got that same energy, you know, I respect it. I applaud it. Should he do it? No. I don't want to see Andre Ward against Anthony Joshua. I think Andre Ward is serving his purpose right now. I think God is doing wonders in his life. You know, he opening doors and opportunities for him that are opening doors and opportunities for other people, right? So I wouldn't want to see Andre Ward in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I think Andre Ward needs to stay retired, man. That's just what it is. You know, I don't want to see. Now, if he was active, maybe. But even then with that, I'm like, man, Anthony Joshua ain't no little dude, bro. He like 6'6", brawling. You know, I'm like, I don't know about that. Now, Dre got the skills to outpoint Anthony Joshua, and I definitely think that, you know, but I don't want to see him come out of retirement and try to go fight Anthony Joshua. I just, you know, I think he needs to stay retired, you know, and just keep, you know, letting God use him. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, the man is opening doors and opportunities for other people. Look what he's doing for all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes and, you know, a list of other shows. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing wonders. You know, I don't want to see him try to, you know, come back. You know, I don't care how much money they offer him. Now, Anthony Joshua responded and, you know, basically insinuated, you know, Andre Ward want a payday. Andre Ward don't need the money. You know what I mean? He got his own network, dang near. You know what I'm saying? He putting people on. Like, he don't need the money. If he come back and fights because he want to fight. And then he got friends who are daring to be great. I mean, Terrence Crawford is his road dog. Terrence Crawford is daring to be great. You know what I mean? trying to fight Canelo. You know, well, he is going to fight Canelo. So he just, you know, so he may be a little inspired, you know, maybe that re-inspired him again, like, okay, cool, you know, Terrence finna go fight Canelo, you know, maybe I come back and, you know, or Manny Pacquiao just came back and fought Barrios, you know what I'm saying? So he may, looking at that situation, he like, man, you know, Pacquiao 46 years old, he came back and fought this 30-something-year-old, you know, fighter who's a champion, and he went to a draw. You know, maybe I come back and, you know, make some noise, you know. So he may be inspired. I'm just saying I don't want to see it. You know, I think he just needs to stay retired, man. I think boxing as of late, and there's no disrespect to Andre Ward. I think Andre Ward, he's one of my favorite fighters in history. My favorite fighter of all time is Marvin Hagler. That's my favorite fighter of all time. You know what I mean? It's Marvin Hagler. Just his mentality, like, when I boxed, I kind of tried to copy his, you know, mindset and stuff like that, you know, with a mixture of other fighters, you know, Keith Thurman, you know, put a little new school with old school, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what that was. But when it comes down to it, man, it's like this and like that. I think Andre Ward just needs to stay retired, man. But if he do fight, it ain't for the money. You know what I mean? I just want to make that perfectly clear. If he come back and fight Anthony Joshua, you know, it's not going to be for the money. It's going to be because he want to come back and be great. He's a competitor, you know. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Moscow.